Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early May 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aquarius collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you this week. Talk to me, my gods. What's up with Aquarius? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Okay, let's get this first card out here. It's time to rock. What do we got for Aquarius here? Guys, nice and quick, please. Okay, yeah, so we do have this magician type of energy right here front and center. Now, this does remind me very much of the magician within the tarot deck itself, but there are some differences with that card. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate the like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. So you see this gentleman here, it looks like he's doing all sorts of different magic tricks. So when we think of magicians, we do think of the creative powers of manifesting and manifestation. Okay, so this card can be very powerful. It could mean that your powers of creation are top notch in this time. What you think, what you bring towards you, like things that you think of, you're just bringing them in like a magnet. However, this card does also speak about illusion. So watch that nobody's trying to like say, hey, look at this hand while they're doing something on the other side. Just watch out for anyone trying to hoodwink or pull something over on you. Like, that's just one little warning here. Obviously, that's not the whole energy of this card. But there's a lot happening here. Like, it could also speak of illusion, like seeing things differently than you should. So let's just put him there. We're going to get into tarot. I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. I'm going to shuffle it up one time here for you, my friends. What do we got for Aquarius in early May, please? So, last week's reading, it was titled A Big Problem. So I'm hoping a lot of you haven't had big issues and problems and situations to deal with. But for a lot of you, it did feel like there were other people in your sphere of influence that might have been going through some things. And we have been having challenges in recent weeks for the Aquarius readings. The Aquarian readings are always very layered and nuanced. It's one of my favorite signs to read every week, but let's get you 3 in the upright. We're going to try to keep it optimistic. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take it how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we do have communication showing up again. That's been a theme that's common in Aquarius readings in recent weeks. We got the Page of Wands in position number 2, or 1, pardon me. Let's get you 2 more. What do we got for Aquarius, please? So that is starting with a bang. Like, whenever we get a fire card right in the very beginning, I always see that as like very fiery. Let's go, let's keep it moving, let's get it going. Let's get you 2 more, thank you. Okay, we got the full card. We got more of this fire energy showing up in position number 2. So to me, it's already feeling like something snowballing, something picking up steam and moving quickly. Let's get 1 more. So hopefully this is a good thing. Lots of progress being made. Let's get you 1 more. These are both generally happy-go-lucky types of energies and cards, but the deck is being very specific for your 3rd one. There it is. Thank you. Okay, so you're going to have a bonus this week. We have the 5 of Wands right here on the back end, which can be a little bit of a conflicted type of card, but notice that we have a ton of fire energy. You also have the Page of Cups, so double page energy showing up for you this week. Big communication energy. Let's go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff rolling. So at first glance, when I look down at this reading, all fire straight across the board on the top. So very fiery, very active type of energy, which could be good. This could be very good for motivation and passion and desire, but it could also be extremely volatile and explosive. So we're going to want to dive deep into each one. Also the double page energy. But position number 1, the Page of Wands. As with all pages, they're communicators, they're speakers, they're talkers. So this could be a back and forth with somebody, incoming communication of some sort. They're also students, so the fact that we have a double down of page energy in this spread speaks good of new cycles, new things coming in. So a lot of you could be experiencing a shift or change in cycles when we have double page energy. Could also represent a fire sign, right? Especially with the Fool right next to it. There's big fire sign energy showing up this week for you. So we'll see how this all plays out. But moving to the center, we have the Fool, the protagonist of the tarot deck, starting a new cycle, a new journey. And that's a big thing with the Fools, with the pages, then the Fool. So there could be a lot of new journeys ahead of you, a lot of new paths that you could walk down, lots of options. This is a beautiful card, usually very jovial and happy. But there could also be warnings with the Fool about looking or leaping before you look or doing things too spontaneous. Once again, this is a very fired up type of energy. And starting with the Page of Wands, moving into this Fool card, it's like something could be picking up steam. Okay, something that starts could be picking up more steam and getting faster and faster and faster. Moving to the back end, we have the Five of Wands. Now, this card can represent conflict. So with all this fire energy, it's not the best card that we want to see right here on the back end. You literally see the people on this card. It's 5 people beating the crap out of each other with sticks. Okay, so like this could be conflict, whether it's people around you, whether it's within yourself. So there is jovialness and roughhousing attached to this as well, especially next to the Fool. But we need to see what the root cause of this possible conflict, what this beef could be when this shows up. Now, obviously, right here on the back end, we have the Page of Cups. If we go to the bonus card, this is another little footnote to the reading, water sign energy, which can cool off some of these flames. But once again, this is communication. This is talking, letting one's emotions out. So it seems like we have a lot of similar archetypes this week that might be big for you as you move through the coming days. I really want to dive deeper on it all, Aquarius. Let's do that. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarians, please. I mean, I feel like it's picking up on the past couple of weeks' readings as well. But let's see what's up. Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Page of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Page of Wands time. Why is this page here, please? Thank you. Eight of Swords, fire, air combination. So we do have this, like, somebody that just thinks something, thinks it, until it just comes burble, like, gurgling out. I'm getting this eruptive type of energy right here in front. Generally, the Eight of Swords could represent somebody who's overthinking, who's nervous, who has something on their mind. It could be someone who's feeling cornered or trapped as well. So when we mix this fire-air combination, especially starting the reading, I'm getting this energetic explosion moving forward. So there might be something that's like really burning hot underneath your seat, and it's going to force you into some sort of action. But this could be somebody who has thought about something so much, and they've thought about, they just can't bite their tongue anymore. So this could be an explosive communication or an emotional eruption. That's the main thing I'm feeling right here on the front end. Okay, where it's just thought about so much that it just comes out for whatever reason. And we'll see if it continues to pick up steam as we move along, because remember, we have the Fool card, and I said it feels like a snowball picking up steam as it moves downhill. We could probably pull other messages out of this, like somebody, you know, sharing their concerns with another. If we were to take a lighter approach, this could be somebody venting, saying, like, hey, this is really bothering me. This is really upsetting me. So it can be a talk like that where it's a little more loving and caring, but it is giving me that, you know, that bursting forward type of energy, that explosive energy. We're going to go in on the Fool card. And I do get that energy from time to time with other signs. I don't normally get it with Aquarius readings. But let's see why this Fool is here for my friends. Why is the Fool here for Aquarius? Thank you. Yeah, good. Six of Wands. And maybe that's a good thing. More fire here surrounding this Eight of Wands. This is a card of complete and total victory. So if you do have something on your mind, if you do have something bothering you, it will be way better for you to get it off of your chest or get it out of your mind. Once you clear this energy out of your mind, once it moves forward, this is going to set up momentum for you to move forward for victory and wins with this Six of Wands right here underneath the Fool. Whatever new things, whatever new journeys, whatever new cycles you're moving into are highly favored by Spirit. That's what this is showing me right here. right? Because this is a card of triumph, public notoriety, getting it all, a card of accolades. So I'm feeling good things, even though we're starting here with a little choppiness, which might be a little choppiness, explaining one's concerns. It feels good here in the middle, but remember, we have this Five of Wands here on the back, and there's tons of fire in this week's spread from top to bottom. So things could be changing, right? Things could start off choppy, get better, get choppy again. Like we have this back and forth tug of war of energy happening here, Aquarius. So things could be a little heated or volatile in this time. Let's see what's up with that Five of Wands. We'll see what's up with that. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is this Five of Wands here, please? Thank you. Yeah, fire-air combination once again. Yeah, this is somebody with tons of determination. Okay, like, you know, I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that conflict. I don't got time for their mess. Don't let anyone try to drag you into their problems in this time, because we have the Six of Swords in the upright underneath this Five of Wands. And I'm just totally getting that. I was getting that in other air signs too, that there might be power struggles happening. There might be a lot of mess happening around you. Don't let someone suck you into their drama, because that's a big thing I'm picking up here. A lot of you could just be putting something to the wayside as well. Like if there has been something that's making you feel conflicted, angry, whatever it might be, you could be just putting that behind you, saying like, you know what? I'm not going to let that bother me no more. I'm just going to keep it moving, keep it pushing. But once again, this is all fire and air here, so very volatile. There's a big changeability throughout this spread as a whole, like with all this fire and air. So the message overall is explosive in nature, but there's positives to be had. I would say it's explosive in a positive way. It's volatile in a positive way. So just know that whatever you're going through right now, it's not set in stone. It's very changeable. That's a big thing. Okay, but you just might not have any time for anyone's stuff in this time. No one's nonsense. Okay, you could be very single-minded about what you want to do and where you want to go. Let's go through and do a quick recap here before we get into the shadow card. In position number one, if you kindly look in this box, and like I said, throughout the whole reading, we have Wands, we have Aries, we have Wands, air. This whole mixture of fire and air happening here. But the Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, I felt like this was an eruption of some sort, where somebody was thinking something, thinking it, until it just erupts out. So it could be an explosive talk of some sort, or just an emotional eruption of some kind. Now, it could also represent somebody speaking about what makes them nervous or concerned. Moving to the center, we have the Fool card with the Six of Wands, complete and total victory. Whatever new things you're moving into, I would claim this energy because it's beautiful, it's good. Wins and victories of various different kinds, but once again, very changeable energy from front to back in this whole spread. So just know you might be flip-flopping in your mind. Things might be changing. Things could be prone to switch on a dime, but it's more positive than negative here, because as we get to the back end, we have the Five of Wands with the Six of Swords. Don't let anybody else's stuff bother you. Don't let anybody else's conflicts or BS pull you in, or power struggles, anything like that. Stay on the road you're traveling. Stay focused on what you want to do and where you want to go. But just know that nothing in this time is set in stone. All this energy is very changeable. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card here real quick, my friends. Let's see what's in the shadows for my Aquarians, please. Very interesting reading this week. Way different than recent weeks, that's for sure. And yeah, I always like to pull this shadow card at the end of every reading. It's nice to look within for a moment. It's introspective, whether it's something that's a part of your shadow self, or something in the situation you're going through that you don't quite see. Okay, we do have the Two of Cups, so something connecting to interpersonal relationships and those that we have a very close bond with. Now, the Two of Cups can speak about soul connections. It could speak about anyone, not just romance, that we have a very close bond with here. So whether it's somebody that you have connected and bonded with that has left a mark on you that still needs to be resolved, that's showing up here in the shadows, maybe Spirit is asking you to take a look at how you bond with others. Okay, like the ways and manners in which you bond, are they healthy, are they not, when this card shows up? If not, like, you might still feel connected to somebody as well, or someone might still feel connected to you when we have this showing up in the shadows. It hasn't been resolved. There's unfinished business when I see the Two of Cups showing in the shadows, okay? There's something about a soul connection here. And partnerships, okay? Like, at the end of the day, this card is about partnerships and those that we connect with. So, Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the April subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air signs. But for the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. Once again, we're going right back to it because it's gorgeous. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one spoke to you the most. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of May, I will pick the 2 winners at random, as always, my friends. Much love to you, and I'll see you next time.